This is the worst.
Another year of that new year, new me BS. 2023 was disappointing when it came to television and movies, though we were saved by two surprise hits at the end of the year, Iron Claw and Godzilla Minus One. So let's see what we have to start with in 2024. Echo, a superhero origin story about a Native American who returns to her homeland to reconnect with her roots upon escaping a life of crime. That sounds interesting. Oh wait, this is being made by Disney. Alright, let's get this over with. Echo follows Maya Lopez. Remember her from Hawkeye? Don't worry, most of the world doesn't either. After popping one in Kingpin at the end of Hawkeye, Maya returns to her hometown, Tomahawk, Oklahoma, upon fleeing from Kingpin's henchmen who want revenge for killing their boss. There, she reconnects with her family in hopes of striking back at Kingpin's henchmen and building her own criminal empire.
In place of a Dark Lord, you would have a queen!
Echo is a boring show that only covers the surface level in order for the producers to push ideology. Maya Lopez is neither an intriguing or interesting character. The show attempts to give Maya an interesting backstory involving her mother's death, the fracturing of her family, and how Kingpin indoctrinates her into joining his criminal organization by redirecting the pain caused by the death of her father. But the show would rather focus on Maya throwing punches and kicks than spend time dealing with her trauma. Not to mention, the show deals with her trauma in the stupidest way, by having her mother's spirit use the power of healing to remove the pain.
That's not how the Force works.
We'll get to her powers later. Maya isn't just interesting, she's downright mean. She uses family members for her own agenda and places her trauma above everyone else. For example, when her grandmother explains she distanced herself from Maya because the pain of losing her daughter was too much, Maya puts her trauma over others. Maya has killed dozens of people in the past, but doesn't atone or feel guilty for her actions. Not to mention, she used to shoot rocks at birds when she was a child, which is a warning sign for psychopathy that is never addressed.
The bitch is crazy.
Yeah, I guess I better explain Maya's powers, which are never explained. Seriously, the show never goes into detail of what her powers are. She's a descendant of an alien race or something, and she has the power of being connected to her ancestors, and through this connection, she inherits certain knowledge and abilities. I think. I don't know, because the show doesn't properly explain how her powers work or their limitations. She has knowledge and gains powers from her ancestors, but this only happens when she needs them, turning her abilities into a deus ex machina. She has the ability to give powers to others around her, and apparently she can heal other people's pain? I'm getting a headache just trying to figure this out. Point is, Maya is not a good character, and the actress was clearly cast to check boxes for Disney's diversity quota for female, deaf, paraplegic Native American, rather than being hired for her acting ability. And just to be clear, this is a criticism of the character, not the actress herself. Kingpin serves as an antagonist, but don't get your hopes up if you're expecting the Daredevil Kingpin. Remember, this is Disney. Somehow he survived a point-blank shot to the head, and was able to grow his eye back. So he follows Maya to Tomahawk, hoping to recruit her and give her his criminal organization. But then she says no, so he gets mad. So he decides to kill her family and her tribe. But then his pain is cured through the power of Mary Sue, so he gets mad again.
What did you do?
And then he just leaves. They turn Kingpin from a badass into a emotional wimp. Oh, and Daredevil shows up, but only for a fight scene at the beginning of the show. He beats up Maya and a bunch of guys, then just leaves. There are side characters, but they are forgettable and only used to move along the plot rather than be used for character development. Maya either only uses them, avoids them, or just yells at them with her hands. The plot and subplots don't go anywhere. The fight scenes are dreadful, filled with shaky cameras and choppy editing. This show is not blatantly woke, but all the hallmarks of modern progressive Disney remains. Diversity higher main character, girl boss power fantasy with Mary Sue powers, bad guys are all white while the heroes are indigenous. And my god, this show is just long and boring. It's bad enough nothing happens, but what makes the show drag are the characters signing all the time, and it's worse when the characters are speaking slower than the subtitles. In the end, Echo is a show that should have been shelved as Disney crash and burns. No one will be watching Echo and won't be running to subscribe to Disney Plus to watch it. Maya as Echo is not an intriguing character, and once again Disney wastes the opportunity to make a compelling character. On top of that, they could have done a good service for Native American representation, but it's all surface level for the sake of virtue signaling and checking boxes. This message at the end means nothing. On that note, I'm Deviant, and thanks for watching.